Hello, thank you for joining me. We're here to compare numbers. Here's 2/5 and 7/8. We can compare those by making them into decimals by dividing 2 by 5. So we could say 2 divided by 5, and that would give us 0.4, and 7 divided by 8 would give us 0.875. That'd be a very quick way to compare those numbers. We could also use our mental abilities to see that 2/5 is less than half, because half of 5 is 2.5, and 2 is less than that. And 7/8 is more than half, because half of 8 is 4, and we have 7 of those pieces. The drawing will maybe explain a little bit better. Breaking up that into 2/5, we get about this much is shaded. Breaking up into 8ths, I'll go half of that, and half of that. That'll give me some pretty nice 8ths. And so 7/8 looks like 2, 3. Notice that 4/8 is half of the bar. 6/8, 7/8. So clearly 7/8 is the greater one. To show that in this box, we're going to use this symbol, which is the less than symbol. 2/5 is less than 7/8. Some of it think of it as a Pac-Man, others think of it as a little alligator that's eating the bigger number. So 2/5 less than 7/8. Using pictures and modeling, and I want to say it's using benchmarking. We use the halfway point as the benchmark. Is it greater than half or less than half? Another technique might be called the alphabetic technique. And to explain that, I'll use the alphabet name here with Arias and Anderson. Who sits closer to the front of the room? I look at the first letters, I can't decide. I look at the second letter, and I know that this one comes ahead in the alphabet. So this is our alphabetical winner. You can use the same technique with numbers. 3/10 is the same as 0.3. 3/10 written in fractional form and 3/10 in decimal form. So I'm going to compare 3/10 with this number, which is 26/100ths. Using the alphabetic technique, you have a 0 there. We have 3/10 compared to 2/10, so this is the larger number. A lot of students are going to say that 26 is bigger than 3, therefore this is bigger. But if you think of it as the position that it holds, 3/10 is more than 2/10, so this number here is larger. Back to the symbol, we're going to use that symbol. We'll say 3/10 is greater than 26/100ths. That's using the alphabetic technique of comparing numbers. If we had a fraction and a decimal, we could convert the fraction into a decimal. 1 divided by 3. Long division is 1 divided by 3. We could do this, and eventually you'll see that it doesn't go into 1. 3 does go into 10 3 times. We use long division techniques, and we'll quickly start seeing that this number starts to repeat. So this number here, 1/3, can be written as 0.3 repeating. If I want to compare it to 0.336, I can just line it up underneath. Using the alphabetic technique, can't tell by the ones, can't tell by the tenths, the hundredths. Because it repeats, it's going to be a 3 here. That's still the same. Some kids might think that's equal. Keep going. This fills in with a 3 because it repeats. And at this point, you can make the judgment that this number is bigger. So 1/3 is less than 0.336. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. And if you need to watch it in half speed, I think you can do that on YouTube. Have a nice day.